Hey, say that one more time.
Can't think of anything clever, dude.
All right, here we go. Oh, damn, I just cut my nails. That shit hurt.
Hey, tell me when to go. Gulp.
Damn, all gross and shit. Mm-hmm. There you go. Oh, no bong hit this time? What's up, everyone? Welcome to Betamax. My name is Fidel. Joining me, as always, Eddie and Jose.
We should do sound design.
You should do what?
We should do sound design.
What do you mean?
Because we're always fucking around with our little sound effects, dude, before we get going.
Yeah.
We should do sound design, dude.
What do you mean? That's what's up, homie. That's what's up. So what's up, Eddie? How you been? I feel like I haven't had a conversation with you in a while.
I know, dude.
All you do is talk shit, homie. What's up?
We have a very...
Hey, say it to my face, homie. What's up?
Hey, dude. We have something very serious to talk about.
What's up?
We touched on it briefly last week.
Last week?
Or the week prior. I don't know. When's the last time I saw you?
Last week.
Last week.
Last week.
All right, dude. Let's get it out of the way, dude. Shrek 5.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
The
right.
design, dude.
Okay. I had taken a look.
You took a look. You watched the teaser.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Well, since me and you kind of had our little discussion already off mic, before we get into it on mic, what did you think?
So, I didn't think there was anything wrong with what I saw, dude.
Boom.
Nah, dude.
I didn't
Boom.
think it looked
That
weird
shit
at
bugged
all.
me, dude.
I mean, I feel like it just looks like the technology has moved forward.
No, but
You
they
know,
like redesigned his face.
Not at all.
Yes, dude.
Not
They
at
gave him
all.
lips.
I don't see it, dude.
They
No,
shrunk
I
his
mean-
chin.
So what I did is I brought up like a picture of like what it looked like on my phone,
Dude.
and the only
They took his
takeaway,
ugliness off, dude.
I still think he looks like a fucking like green ass ogre, but
That's messed up, dude.
but I think that like his like eyebrows are more defined, so like you can see the eyebrow hairs other than just it being like the stroke of a pen creating an eyebrow.
What about Donkey?
I think.
I remember.
I think Donkey just looks older, because I felt. To me, it seemed like he had more gray on him, like more noticeable gray, almost kind of like a little goatee that was gray.
It just looks like the details pop more because
Yeah,
of like how
it looks a lot more detailed.
Yeah, a lot more detailed. Like it's
Man,
the
but his-
fibrous of the like how the hair is like how
His
the hair
design
looks.
has not changed up until now, dude.
It doesn't look any different though.
When did the last Shrek film come out?
2010, I think. Right?
So 15 years ago.
Probably. But there was a huge gap between the first one and the third one.
Yeah.
Or the fourth one. And it never changed.
Okay.
I mean, the technology got better, but the style was still there. I think that's what people are mad about. It's like there are four films into
well,
it.
I even thought that like if you were to look at the comparison between 4 and 1, like it does look like it has advanced.
Yeah.
You know? Like I mean, it reminds me of like Toy Story. Like if you watch like Toy Story 4 and then you watch like Toy Story 1, like it makes Toy Story 1 look like a cutscene from a video game, you know?
'Cause it looks so shitty.
Like just, you know,
I
like
mean, for
it's-
product of its time.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it looks like very basic.
And I feel like that's kind of what I got. It didn't you guys mentioned the comparison to the Sonic shit, and I don't think it was the same level.
It wasn't on the same, like, yeah, nowhere near the same level. The internet, I feel like, because they kind of realized, oh, we kind of have some power.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, like, they're like, okay, maybe we can do something about this before it's released. And, dude, I mean, I think it might happen, dude.
You think
But
so?
I'm going to wait until the official trailer drops.
Yeah.
Because they even changed, like, the eye color of the daughter. Did you notice that?
No.
I've never seen the third or fourth.
Yeah, I'd have to like refresh on that.
Yeah, because he has 3 kids, 2 boys and 1 girl, and I think she had blue eyes. It was like very like specifically like she stood out from the 2 boys, and in the new one, they're like, okay, it's either like one of the sons transitioned, or they just changed her eye color for no reason. Or just like a small detail, but I'm like, why? Why not just keep it? Like,
And how mad would you think people would get if that is the case?
I thought that would be sick, dude.
One of the sons transitioned.
I think that would be sick.
I can totally see that being a huge problem for a lot of people, dude.
A lot of people would be pissed.
For sure. For sure. I, for one, don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like that shit is like a reality and representation matters, you know? And at the end of the day, these people are making their own movies and they can do whatever the fuck they want. You either go and you see it or you don't, you know?
Yeah.
But I can definitely see if that were the case, people being like super weird about it.
I think because like Shrek revolves around the whole like be yourself type of thing, like I think it would totally work for this type of movie.
That's true.
That is true.
That's true.
That is true.
You know, because I mean, it would piss off a lot of people.
No, yeah,
but
it would
I
still
think,
be the response from people would probably still be the same.
Oh, I don't want to. It's too woke. Like, what's up with all?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
But going back to like the look of it, like, yeah, I had no issue with it. Like I said when we talked about it, like briefly, I just like I feel the same way. I just felt like it was upgraded. You know, just upgraded design. As I sat with it more and I kept watching it, I don't remember. Did they show a human character at all in the teaser?
No.
They didn't, right?
I think Pinocchio popped
Because
up.
I
or
know
is it
even the magic mirror got a makeover too.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And his I didn't mind, like even though they gave him like it looked like he got plastic surgery because he got like cheekbones.
I
like,
thought that was the one that got the most work done.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised to see that people are
Pinocchio
like
got a lot done
are
too,
tripping
though.
on the characters.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna wait. I hope it's funny. It kind of like the teaser made it feel like a meme. I know a lot of people are saying because it's like making fun of memes
Yeah.
in it, you know, which I think it's like perfect. But
I also saw a lot of people complaining about like, because it shows him going through the mirror and it shows like a lot of like trending TikToks that did happen with the Shrek character and memes. And a lot of people are like, oh, what the heck? Have they not seen a Shrek movie? It's like it's pretty like
it's very pop culture.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like when they go to do Locke in the first film, like there's like a whole mechanical like welcome to Duloc, it's a perfect town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as if it's like a Disneyland type scenario. So I mean, bro, we're talking about castles and ogres. So if people are tripping like about that not being a fucking realistic situation, like you're super silly.
Well, no, the reason I also brought up like the whole if they showed a human character was because I do remember reading about how the thing that made the first Shrek or like the first films kind of like work, I guess, is the whole uncanny valley feeling of the human characters.
I love that about it, dude.
So that's why I was like, did they show a human character in the teaser? Because
and
I want to see what they're gonna look like now. Like, because thinking about it, the whole like, okay, yeah, he does look upgraded.
I see what you mean. Like, not one of like Donkey or the Dragon or anything like that.
Yeah, like Fiona, when she was human form.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even Lord Farquaad.
Like what they would look like.
Yeah. Just,
under those like more like detailed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Like, are they still gonna have that uncanny valley look to them? Like the whole just. It looks
what
real.
What is Uncanny Valley?
Uncanny Valley is kind of like when something looks like realistic, almost to like human looking, but there's something there that's like making you uneasy. There's like, no, that's not real.
Like brought in like jaw bone structures, like a Gaston like face, but with
just something that looks creepy. Like it's almost it's human looking and like realistic looking, but it makes you feel uneasy looking at it.
Yeah. Like if Farquaad was in high definition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I just see a couple people talk about that too, and I was like, that is true. Like, I wonder if, because I feel like they did kind of like pretty him up a little bit. So
yeah.
I'm hoping they don't do that to the humans.
Yeah, we'll see with the humans. Yeah. But as far as the design, I don't mind it, dude. Like I just think he looks upgraded.
It just looks like if it was like from PS4 to PS5 graphics, you know, like how you can see a noticeable difference in like the details and the clarity.
My boy's in 8K now, homie.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. It's like if they were to do that like every movie, maybe, but it's like I think that's why, like I said, they're mad because it's like the first four, aside from like visually, like yeah, they got better technology, everything is more detailed, but his design didn't change. And even though it's like kind of minor, like I don't know, like
I didn't think his design changed at all. I think it just looks more defined.
no, I felt like it did. Like
Really?
yeah, but I mean, like I said, we'll wait till the actual trailer.
You're
and
a
then we can
purist, though,
judge.
homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You're a Shrek purist.
I bought Shreks, dude. Like so. It's like,
Do you have a Shrek tattoo?
not yet, dude.
What would you get?
I don't know, dude. I thought about it before.
You know what's crazy? Because like people do that to me when I talk about Ninja Turtles. Like, oh, do you have a Ninja Turtle tattoo? I'm like, I don't, because of how much I love it so much. I feel like I need to get something that perfectly represents my love for it. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's how you feel.
Yeah, and it's like I also don't like again repeat tattoos. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any, but like, yeah, I wouldn't want to get like one Shrek tattoo and be like, oh, I like this idea, but I'm gonna get that too, and then just have like a fucking whole Shrek sleeve.
You'd
Yeah, why
have
not?
to. Do you think it'd be like you'd have to find an artist that also fucks with Shrek like you do? Because they can come up with something unique. I imagine
That's
that
the
where they
thing.
can really
Yeah,
cook
like
on
I'd
it.
want to have like my own twist on it, but I
Right.
don't know what yet though. Well, I mean, we'll figure it out eventually.
Same here. I mean, like I don't have like a Lord of the Rings tattoo. You know, I have like a Star Wars tattoo, but it's not
Yeah.
like Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Star Wars is whack anyway. So.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy how much people are into Shrek, dude. Like I saw something recently, like these people had like a Shrek themed wedding,
Oh shit.
and they like painted themselves. Put
Is that you, homie?
Put the ears. and shit.
Goals.
Yeah.
I did see that though.
Yeah, and then like
Dude.
everybody who showed up was just wearing like fantasy stuff. Like
Yeah.
there was dudes who were wearing like Lord of the Rings shit. Like that's just what they did. They just cosplayed. And I know that there was like a club night that they did in
Oh,
LA.
Shrek rave at
Is that-
1720.
Really? That's
Yeah, it was
where-
at 1720.
dope. I know a few people who went to that, and I saw pictures and it went off. Dude.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it,
yeah.
Like like Shrek is like mad, like it's like a
Yeah,
cult
dude.
following in a way. You know?
I think it's just because it's like the anti Mickey Mouse.
Word.
Like that's what it just seems like, you know?
Word. I see that. Yeah, kind of like just poking fun at it.
Poking fun at it, and that first movie it's a smart movie. Like it's well written, like the
Dude.
story's great. Like
I remember the music just being tight too. You know? Like I remember that was the first time I heard "Bad Reputation."
oh yeah?
Yeah, dude, and like it wasn't even Joan Jett that does it in that.
Oh, that's the second one, dude.
No, it's the first one.
No, it's the first one.
During the-
Damn, fucking
when-
poser.
Yeah, dude.
Reputation.
Yeah, when he's wrestling.
When he's wrestling and Lord Farquaad chooses him to go save Fiona.
Wait, what's the song in the second one where they're in that factory
I don't
and
remember.
they have the?
Oh, I don't
it's like
remember.
another punk rock song, but I got it confused with that one.
Fucking poser.
What is it?
Yeah.
Hold on. This is gonna bug the fuck out.
I
of
don't
me.
remember it like that. The one I remember like the most is the number one.
Yeah, the first movie.
The
I
first
remember
one
the
is the one
most.
I remember the most. Like
It's
so, what?
Smash Mouth, dude. How do you like? I propelled like Smash
Yeah.
Mouth to like a
Bro,
high
for
level,
real,
dude.
for
To God
real.
level, dude.
For real.
And it wasn't even like a prominently featured track on the soundtrack for that movie. It was mostly featured on Mystery Men, All Star.
Yeah.
But like it just took over with Shrek.
I remember it being like the first like animated movie where like it showed a butt crack, and I thought it was the funniest shit when I was a kid. Because you see like Shrek's
Yeah.
ass crack in the beginning of that movie, and
It
it's
had,
just like this is crazy. Like what? This animated movie's doing this?
Dude, for real. Like, and it was doing things like I remember it being kind of like smart, like
Yeah.
smart, like smart funny. You know,
They're all
like
I think they're all good, dude. I do think the second one is like the best one
which one was that one?
when they go to far
It's
far
her
away.
like Fiona's family's castle, right?
when they meet.
And they're, like, in
it's kind of like
uniform.
Meet the Parents.
Yeah. And that's when
Don't they have like a sequence where they kind of like cops and they find catnip?
Yeah, they're chasing. It's a what do you call it? A horse and carriage.
Yeah.
yeah.
is that the one? That's the one where like the fairy godmother and her
Yeah.
son is Prince Charming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That one's sick, dude.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
And that's the one where her dad's a frog, right?
He gets turned into a frog.
But he gets
yeah.
turned into a frog. Got it.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, like Shrek the Third and Shrek Forever After I've never seen. So.
I think the the fourth one, it's the one where it touches like where he's like having like a midlife crisis because of his kids, and he like misses the days of like when it was just him in a swamp, like alone, nobody bugging him, like people were scared of him.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and because now he has like a wife and kids, like nobody fears him. He's just like the goofball, I guess. So he's having like this like dilemma within himself, like shit, like I miss when I was like in my prime, like the good days, I guess, you know. And now like he's like frustrated because his kids are crying. He has fucking 3 kids, and like it's pretty real, dude. Like it's kind of crazy for a kids movie. And,
Damn,
like,
I feel like I can appreciate that more now.
dude, yeah, dude. Like I remember when I was watching, I'm like, whoa, like I did not catch this like when I was growing up
Word.
watching this, like. Yeah, dude.
No, I mean, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've seen, and if I did, dude, it was like in pieces or I don't remember. Like I vaguely remember the one with Rumpelstiltskin.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As they went on, like I remember them less. You know, the first one is the one I remember so well. I gotta rewatch it, dude.
Yeah.
Damn. But with all that being said, Shrek looks fucking tight now. You're still gonna watch it, right?
I have to, dude. I have to.
Damn. What if it comes out during Christmas? That could be the Christmas movie.
That'd be sick.
Oh, that would be cool.
Did they announce a date for it? I don't think so.
I don't remember if the teaser said it.
I don't remember.
Not sure.
we might have to look it up.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember kind of just looking at it and thinking, no, I don't see a problem.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fucking purist.
Nah, dude. I'm gonna sign the petition.
So I'm gonna sign up for X just to complain about it.
That's funny.
Oh, Twitter.
X, homie.
Twitter.
Twatter.
To water.
Did you guys watch anything in the past week, or since the last time we talked about a movie?
You know what? Since we're on the subject of like animated movies, I ended up watching. I haven't finished it, but The Win or Lose. I think I'm like episode 5 or 6.
Oh, so you're further than me.
Oh, you didn't get that far?
No, I only went to the second episode. No. So how do you like it?
Dude, it's tight.
It's dope, right?
It is tight.
What are you guys talking about?
Go ahead, Jose.
I mean, you invited it, dude.
Wow, what's going on?
No, you remember we were talking about that new series on Disney Plus. I think it's Pixar, right? That does it.
It's Pixar, yeah.
And it's like what would you call it? Like an anthology?
Yeah, kinda.
Because everybody's story blends together. Like they all occupy this bigger picture, but every episode is about different characters.
Yeah,
You know.
it all ends like them playing a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to see like the point of view of like all the different characters that are playing on that team leading up to that night.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool, dude. But they all end so depressing, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, I forget. I thought we talked about this already. I thought
You talked about it a little bit.
Oh, I did.
But that's why I was just wanted to like say like, oh yeah, I'm like 5 or 6 episodes deep in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why I asked what are you guys talking about, so you could reiterate what the show was about initially. So people who weren't paying attention.
Got it. I thought you were like, oh shit,
No.
I forgot. Oh fuck.
But you guys made me feel like a dumbass. So.
Good times.
My bad, dude.
That's why I'm on the board, homie. No, I genuinely forgot what you guys were talking about. So.
Oh word. No, but
It's
I'm
cool
glad you
though,
like it.
dude. It's super interesting, and each character is dealing with something. Because the first one was that girl that has like really bad anxiety, and like she sweats and then she creates like this
that sweat plushie
like
thing.
monster thing,
Yeah.
like weird creature thing. And then you have like the. Did you get the second one where it's
Where it's it's the umpire
yeah,
and he puts the armor up.
yeah, because he's always like in defense.
Yeah, he's like guarded. You
yeah,
know?
and then, yeah, and then you get to like the other one where it's like
I haven't gone from there. Like I haven't seen past that second
yeah.
one.
So you eventually get to like a kid that's like super like it reminds me of me and Fidel. Like he's just roasting everybody, but like deep down inside he's just really insecure. You know?
I'm not insecure.
Oh, you're just a bully.
Yeah.
He means it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, tight. Yeah, same. No, but yeah, he's like that loud guy that's just like he wants everyone to be like, oh, you know, he's always having a good time.
Yeah.
But deep down inside, like you get to see like his inner self, and he's like super insecure about himself. He ends up having like a crush on his girl, and like he ends up fucking it up because of his insecurities. So it gets pretty like crazy. You get like to another one where this girl like she feels like she has to be like the responsible one in the family because her mom's like all about like her TikTok stuff. Like she just feels like her mom never pays attention.
Okay.
So
Oh, shit.
she's like, okay, I gotta make money. So in her mind, like she sees herself like as like this tall lady in a suit, like in a like really like office suit.
Ah, I see.
And she's like under a lot of pressure, and she kind of just feels like she's like she has to be the grown up and kind
Yeah.
of miss out on the having fun and all that because she's just always under pressure. So yeah, it's pretty cool, dude.
That's
so far.
cool, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude. I gotta tap back into it.
It's interesting. I'm so curious how it's gonna end because I know it's gonna all tie in
You
together.
haven't seen it at all,
No.
dude.
How many episodes is it?
I'm not sure,
I
but
said
they're
episode
all
weird.
pretty short.
Yeah.
I think they're like 20 minutes or so.
They're like 25 minutes long or something like that. Like, not very long. Easy to kind of go through. I just at the time it was only those 2 episodes, and I just haven't checked back in since.
And
So
each one has like they all have like the same. It's like a Pixar look, like Toy Story, or anything else like that.
Yeah.
But each episode, like when it's like their inner thoughts and stuff, has like a different style of art. Like one of them looks kind of like anime. One of them will look kind of like almost like stop motion, kind of.
oh really?
Yeah. So, I didn't catch it at first, like in the first 2, until I started to get into like the 4th or 5th. I'm like, oh, everyone kind of looks a little different. So it's cool. Like they're messing with like different animation styles.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I gotta continue it. Nah, cause I like that one.
Yeah, it's so interesting, dude. It's cool. It's funny too.
Yeah, I like watching with the kids because I remember they were asking me like questions, you know, and it's like, oh, that's cool, you know, like I get to kind of provide context to them, you know.
Yeah, because I feel like it makes it easy enough where like I feel like kids will catch on. They'll understand what's going on, but also clever enough to where like an adult watching it won't feel stupid watching it. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you're not gonna be like, oh, this is like clearly for kids. Like no, unless I'm dumb. I don't know. Could be.
You're dumb too.
No, I feel like it's kind of like Bluey in a way, like where
Yeah,
you know,
like-
you can watch it together and everybody kind of takes something from it, you know. That's what I liked about it. you
Yeah.
know?
No.
Plus, I mean, like it just looks cool.
Yeah, it does. I love that kind of animation.
You should watch it, dude. I'm curious to see what your opinion would be on it, because
It's on Disney Plus, you said? Win or lose?
win or lose, yeah.
It's new, right? It's
It's like
2025.
it's like brand new.
Yeah.
It's like their newest like
It's-
series.
Yeah. I haven't like you were the first one that I've heard anyone like I haven't heard anyone else talk about it.
It sounds like it's popular.
Yeah.
Like I even remember seeing something the other day where they had an overtly religious character,
Where?
like in Win or Lose,
Religious character.
like somebody who's like out like super Christian.
I don't remember.
You don't.
Mm-mm. Well, I saw
Unless
like
you
the
haven't
first or
gotten there
second
yet.
episode like a week ago, and I literally started like going through them today.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it was in the second episode, and I don't remember.
No, because like that's not somebody I'm familiar with, because I've only seen the first two.
Oh, okay. So I just haven't got there yet.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
maybe you
okay,
haven't gotten
yeah.
there yet.
Yeah, it was something that I saw that I was like, oh snap! Like it would be like they had originally planned to do something with like a gay or trans character, but then they pulled that episode altogether and went with a different one or something like that. I have to look up the article. I have a vague memory on it, but
Oh, okay.
Like-
That's interesting.
yeah, but I remember the image, like it was showed like one of the kids or whatever, you know, like praying, and it was talking about like it's Disney's first like on screen, like practicing like religious person, you know. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I never like noticed that, you know. I was like, oh, I'm curious to see like.
I think I read something about that. It sounds so
No, I'm
familiar.
offended by that, homie. No, I'm not Christian. Why is that on the screen?
Yeah,
why
like-
is that being shoved down my throat?
Why is this shit being down my throat? Or
Wait,
Whoa,
wait a minute.
oh shit, that's hilarious.
No, I'll check it out. It sounds interesting. Like hearing you guys talk about it, there's a lot of things that are catching my attention. So I'll definitely.
I feel like a kid watching it
There you go.
would appreciate it because I feel like it'll because they have all kinds of characters, each dealing with their own thing. Something will get the ball rolling with somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when we were watching it, like Joseph was asking me a bunch of questions. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is cool. Like this is something that like I want. Like,
Yeah.
with a moment with him like that, and it's cool that like this is what sparked that. You know.
Yeah.
So I think they're doing something right. If that's kind of like what they were trying to accomplish, I mean, I guess they're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, like that. It's that watching it together aspect that's cool. You know, because other than that, like say like we're watching The Bachelor. You know, and man, that shit is funny, dude.
Speaking of which, we did get a comment on the episode where I used like the Bachelor ripoff cover art
Yeah.
from Trevor, and the comment on Spotify, and all he put was, "Y'all don't know nothing about The Bachelor." That's all he put.
Yeah.
Didn't elaborate.
I don't.
Damn.
So that's it.
I'm curious to know about like his
His knowledge
Bachelor
on it?
mastery, dude.
Yeah, Trevor. So as long of a paragraph you want to put, DM Jose, homie. he wants to know. He wants to know, homie.
No, dude, The Bachelor is tight. Like,
No,
that's
but
cool,
you
dude.
don't know nothing about The Bachelor, homie.
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't. All I know that is it's funny, and I enjoy like watching it with Alexis. You know.
Hey, shout out Trevor though. He's always like commenting and liking shit. So that's what's up.
Yeah, Trevor's a homie.
Yeah, fuck you, Trevor. What about anything else you've been watching or? Because I do have a couple things.
Yeah, go.
that-
I have other ones that I did watch, but
So I wasn't gonna talk about this because it's a show that I've been rewatching, but I've been noticing something that's been making me like question the way things are filmed. I've been rewatching the original Dexter series, and because I know there's like a bunch like a spinoff and a prequel now, but
I've seen it. But I mean, it's been so long, dude.
Never seen it.
Dexter, it's a good show.
It's really good, dude.
It's a really good show, but it's one of those shows that suffers from a very lackluster finale, like series finale.
It's like Lost.
Just the
or-
final season as a whole is just not good. But I decided to rewatch it because Mia specifically was telling me about the prequel series. I think Original Sin, I think it's called, and she's been telling me it's really good. And I was like, okay, like, well, I want to watch. I've been wanting to rewatch it anyway, so I'll just start rewatching it. And I'm getting engaged in the story, as even though I know how everything pans out, you know, it's still like really good. It's still like intense and still engaging, but there's a lot of like filming techniques and just like character choices, especially I think I'm on like season 5 now. There's like a whole thing where he's following somebody to see if they're actually like, because do you know the concept of Dexter?
Not at all.
So he's a blood splatter analyst for Miami Homicide,
Okay.
but he's also a serial killer. But
Oh shit.
but he only kills killers. So like
the
only
band.
yeah, the killers. The band.
So like people he knows who like murdered somebody.
Yeah. But that
But
like
got
that's
away
like,
with it,
essentially yeah.
or other serial killers.
Both. If if he's 100% sure that they're guilty of killing somebody, then he goes after them and kills them.
Does he do like mutilation and stuff like that, or is it just
It's always the same.
just ending them?
He just killed his ritual is he like say if he was gonna kill somebody in here, cover everything with saran wrap, like or it's like polyethylene wrap or something.
Okay. Yeah.
So he covers everything and like a table with it, and then he wraps them up in it, and they're naked. And then he'll put pictures because he works with Miami Homicide. He'll put pictures of their victims up so the person he's about to kill can see what he's done. And he does like a speech, like mostly like all like look at the people of like lives you've took, like.
Well, this person's still alive.
Yeah, because he'll knock them out like with animal tranquilizer, and then when they wake up, that's when they wake up on the table tied up or saran wrapped or whatever, and then he'll cut their cheek and take a drop of their blood and keep it like a trophy, like on a blood slide. And then he'll get this big ass knife and just stab him in the heart, and then chop him up into pieces and throw him into the ocean.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a good show.
Interesting, dude.
It's a really good show. But I've noticed like I was watching it yesterday after work, and there's a scene where he's like following somebody. In this season, like his person of interest is played by Mos Def, and he believes like he's a kill, like he's killing people. So he's like following him to make sure like he really is. And I'm like, he's telling him, and I'm just in my head while I'm watching, I was like, dude, you're like way too close. Like, why are you so close to this guy? And then like Mos Def's character pulls into the driveway of a house, and he like drives by all slowly, and like he's like looking at him, and then Mos Def is just so oblivious, like doesn't realize there's somebody driving by so slow, and then he just fucking parks and gets out, and it's just very obvious that like he's being followed.
Like anybody in the real world would have been like, what the fuck?
Anybody in the real world would be like who the fuck are you? Like, why are you following me?
Yeah.
And I was just like, it kind of took me out. I was like, what the fuck? And since I noticed that every time something like that happens, it takes me out.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds frustrating, dude.
Yeah, it got frustrating. It's a good show though. But yeah, there's like a lot of things like that. Like, oh, that makes no sense. Like, that wouldn't happen in the real world. But
it's funny that you kind of mentioned that, because like that's how I feel about like The Bachelor.
yeah,
Like when they go on like dates and shit, you're like I think to myself like, don't like. So did he plan this?
yeah.
Like, or is this like the producers put this together? Because this is just super stupid.
That's how I feel about was it Kitchen Nightmares?
Hey, that show was funny
Is
though.
that the one with
Gordon Ramsay?
Gordon
Yeah.
Ramsay.
No, like I like that show, but it's like it's clearly like you can tell like the people behind the show were like, oh, let's add this, let's put this in there.
Yeah,
like,
you can tell. Like when
Yeah.
you can tell that like it's overly like produced, you know?
Yeah.
You're just like it seems campy. Like it
Yeah.
seems like I don't know, like are you doing a bit here? Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like and like and if I'm supposed to take this seriously, like that really doesn't do a good job at helping me do it, you know?
Yeah.
No, that sounds like frustrating being able to run back a series that you like and then having to see all those like imperfections.
Yeah, and it's like, I think it's just because the way we watch movies and TV shows now, kind of over analytical in a way. Because I think just like the average watcher, I don't think would notice. I don't. I feel like they would just be engaged in what's going on. Like, oh shit! Like,
Do you think it's because like you just spend so much time like learning about like
I think so.
filmmaking and stuff, so like you're starting to notice the things that you didn't before?
yeah, no, it's 100% what it is.
Interesting.
I think a lot of it too, because I do that sometimes with movies. It's like, I think I get so into it that I put myself in their shoes, and I'm just like, no, that wouldn't happen. Or like, it's not so much like a filmmaking thing.
Yeah.
It's just like
Like a writing
how the
thing.
fuck did you not notice that? You know?
Yeah.
And it kind of drives me crazy. Like, especially when something like supposed to be like really like realistic and grounded.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, like why didn't they just take the Eagles to Mount Doom? You know?
Dude.
and that's the second Lord of the Rings mention on this episode.
It's
It's
kind
been a
of
while,
like
dude.
That's
like Lost. Did you guys never watch that show, right?
No.
So they're like on this stranded airplane crash. Stranded on a planet.
On a
island.
planet? I hope so.
On this island for years, but every episode they just look nice. Like they don't look dirty.
Oh, like Vin Diesel in all the Fast and Furious movies now?
Yeah, dude. Like they just might put like a little.
No matter
bit
how
extra
crazy
shit.
of a car accident, he's the most
Unscathed.
pristine white
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, speaking of that, there's like a funny like parody of that in Win or Lose of Fast and Furious of Vin Diesel.
Really?
The whole family thing.
Oh shit,
It's funny,
that's
dude.
funny. Nah, dude, Vin Diesel in those movies coming out. It's like have you seen Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, Julian's glass. You know, like they can flip a car, and then he's still holding that fucking glass of whiskey, dude. That same shit, dude.
Yeah. You haven't watched really much?
Nah, that was pretty much it. Like, cause I mean, baseball just started, so like it's been more like baseball stuff, and it was last week of the month, so that can get really hectic at work, you know. And February being a shorter month, you know, you just have less. Like we had 20 total working days to do what we had to do, so my focus was more on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've been trying to be more creative with music, and no, but I just went to that show last weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would really like to be at an event like that. So it was called The Heart of LA.
The Heart.
The Heart?
That's what you said though, right?
No, The Heart. Like
The? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the. Yeah.
It sounded like you were trying to say like it was called like The Heart.
Oh no, like I don't know. Yeah, it just fucked up.
Damn.
But yeah, The Heart of LA. And it was in the port of Los Angeles, so San Pedro.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in this big ass warehouse. Like right on the water, dude. Like when we're hanging out in the outside area, we can see like a whole ass cruise ship take off, like right in front of us. It was pretty cool. So it's just like a hip hop event, right? And they have 2 stages. They have the indoor main stage, and then they had like an outdoor dub stage. And that dub stage had like this, like dub, like reggae, like some like jungle drum and bass type stuff. And they had this big wall of speakers, like, and they kind of towered from like biggest to tallest, or biggest to smallest, like, so the, you know, the big subs were on the bottom, but they were just like really basic like speakers and cabinet, you know, and they were all spray painted the same, and they had them stacked all cool, like literally, dude, it was like the whole ass size of a wall. It fucking thumped, dude. It was so cool, like loud fucking bassy reggae music, just rumbling, dude. It was awesome. They had two food trucks, and then they had like some graffiti walls up, and they had a couple of guys from some a popular crew in LA, and they were doing some like pieces. And they had this other big ass wall, they called it the public wall, where anybody can just walk up. The dude had set the whole thing up, he built it, and he had all the spray cans out with different tips on the table, and he lets you go catch spots on the thing, you know, do whatever you want. And he said he's like, the only thing is that it'll cost you a connection. So he said that, like, you know, so I'm gonna film you, ask you a couple questions, and we'll see how that goes. You know, like we'll chop it up, and then I'm gonna film you doing your thing, and then I'm gonna post it on my page. You know, otherwise it's free. So we were watching people do that, and I was trying to tell Bobby to do it, you know.
Yeah, oh, dude.
But he was like, he's in his head, you know what I mean? Like, I can't blame him. And I was just like, bro, like, if there's ever a time where you wanted to just engage with something like that, like with almost freedom and just and like build up a connection like that, man, this is now. You should go for it, dude. Who gives a fuck? But he didn't end up doing it, which is cool.
I feel like it's a lot of pressure too. Like you said, being filmed and stuff.
That,
like,
yeah, I think that's what it was. You know, like he didn't want to. I can imagine in his head, like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I'm gonna put. I don't want it to look like shitty. You know, if it's gonna be under those terms, like, I want it to look awesome and do something sick. You know, so I just think that he didn't feel like the urge to do anything that came like, oh, for sure I know what I'm gonna do. So then that's like the outside area. Like I said, they had 2 food trucks. One did like tacos, burritos, and the other one did like these noodle to go boxes. some different kinds of wings, and like just tater tots and stuff. It was good. And when you go inside, they had this whole ass like swap meet. So you had this bar, you had the bar to your right, and then you had like people who were they did like glass blowing. People who did like rolling trays. They made their own rolling trays and stuff like that. Like tagging stuff with different like hats and like shirts and like graffiti, like accessories and stuff. You know, like for spray cans. They had a couple of record pop-ups. Then obviously the band merch. And like there's a setup for someone who's doing tattoos, and they're doing like hip hop specific, like event specific tattoos, and a couple other like merch spots. And then there's this one guy who does like novelty games, and it caught my attention because as I was walking by the booth, it said "Guess Who," but it had like pictures of like hip hop faces, you know. So I looked at it and I was like, oh shit. I was like, is that for real? Like, or is that like a prop or whatever? He's like, no, it's for real. He's like, we sold one earlier, but we're making another one right now. And I see him and the girl he was with, they were working on it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, they were cutting it out, doing like and I was like, oh shit. But the box that it was in wasn't like they taped that shit over the faces that are on the box. Like, legit had fucking it made to be like an exact like ripoff of that.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. And so I was looking around the table, and he had like pictures that he had pressed, and then they're putting them in frames. Like, you know, had like Shock G, MF Doom, Tupac, Biggie, Dell, Nas, you name it. Like just different faces, like with a certain style of art. And then he had these dice that were regular ass dice, but on the one, it was the hieroglyphics logo.
Oh, dude, that's
And I was like, oh, these are fucking cool. And he's like, yeah, I call them the high rollers. Oh, dude, that's tight, dude. You know. And then there's this thing right here, Rap Attack, and the box stood out to me because it reminded me of Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, tell me about that game. And he's like, let's play around. So me, him, and my brother, we were playing. So we drew the cards, and I'll show you what they look like. So it's this box, you know, you can see how it looks almost exactly how like Cards Against Humanity would come, like the black top, white bottom, except you see the cassette on there, you know?
Yeah.
And on the inside, it has like the two sets of cards. It has the black cards that ask like the questions, and then it has the white cards, which are tapes, and I'll have like the responses, right? So we were playing, and these like, here, check these out.
Oh, dude. I like how they look like tapes.
But like, what's the quality? Like you feel the box and then the cards.
It's legit.
They're amazing, dude.
Yeah.
It evidently it took this dude 5 years to get this to be something that he can actually put out there to the world.
Like, it doesn't feel like just some like paper that he did himself
And cut it out himself. Yeah. No, he had this. This was a brainchild of his, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
this is
and
fucking sick.
Yeah, and in talking to him, he was explaining to me that he started making up his own games when he was a little kid that he would introduce to his friends, like where they play base or basketball, and he like, you roll the dice, and like whatever the number you roll is assigned to a particular move, you know. And because he would play Dungeons and Dragons, and so he was like, I can apply like this same concept to like literally anything, you know. And he said like his love for like games and making games like just evolved with his love for hip hop, you know.
So this is all like hip hop rap related. Like,
yeah, that's 100% it. So it's basically Cards Against Humanity. This the like the way that the game is played is exactly the same, you know.
Yeah.
you just fill in the blanks.
Yeah. So like, just so people who are listening can hear, like I'll shoot a couple examples. Like, so the black card right here. I programmed my GPS to be the voice of.
That's funny. That's the card I just got.
Yeah. And then it'd be like Rhapsody. What's this one? Lauryn Hill.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Old Dirty Bastard.
Dude.
There's so much in here because I mean, like, there's hella white cards. So yeah, I'm eager to play. So mind you, this was $30.
Yeah.
It was the same price as like a hoodie or a hat that you could have got from the Visionaries Hieroglyphics. And don't get me wrong, like I love the Visionaries, I love Hieroglyphics, like I love those groups that are playing there. It was hard to choose.
Yeah.
I could not resist buying this game. I thought this was the most like honest, like legit DIY, like cultural, like thing, and I couldn't help but to support it.
It's unique, dude.
It's unique, dude, and I wanted it. Like I could.
That's
there
a
was no
cool
way.
souvenir.
That's what I thought, you know, and that's why I went there because like it has like that element to it, you know. I broke him up with a couple extra bucks and I was like, hey, can you hold this for me? Because they didn't have ins and outs. He's like, I got you, and then he broke me up with a fucking doobie, and I was like, hell yeah, dude.
So they had drugs there.
They had cannabis, you know.
Nah, that's tight, dude.
No, dude, it was awesome. You know, so then like Funk Dubious played like in the middle of the day, which was to our surprise. So we were just kind of like hanging out, scoping out everything, checking everything out. And we got to hang out with the guys from the Visionaries a little bit, chit chat. Then my cousin Carlos, because it was me, my brother, my cousin Jake, and my cousin Carlos,
Yeah.
who are brothers.
Yeah.
And Carlos has the line from the Visionaries. It's times like these I appreciate the blessings tattooed on his side. So he wanted to show them. And so me and Jake were talking to Key Cool, which is something we normally do at the shows, just because we're always kind of like, you know how you like we would talk about like Kendrick lyrics?
Yeah.
Like Jake and I will do that with like the Visionaries and stuff like that. Like we'll when we hear something like it'll trigger something and we have a discussion about it. And so we always kind of like get into those types of discussions with Key Cool or the guys in the group. So Carlos took it upon as an opportunity for himself to show, hey dude, like, you know, I want to show you some love. And dude, it blew their mind. Like they took a picture of it, you know, and they were just so like gracious. And yeah, dude, and then the Shapeshifters went on, dude, and that's when that party really fucking started, dude. It got super hype. That was so cool, dude, watching them get down. Like and all of them were there. It was super cool. Tumex was able to do the end, like the better part of the set, which is more towards the end.
Yeah.
He did it standing up to the point where the Visionaries came on next, and he started that set standing up. And bro, like it was so hype. It was just super awesome. The energy, like they put on such a good show. And it's always cool seeing them together, you know, because it's hard for them to do that. Because like I don't remember if you remember me telling you that Tumex has like a lot of health problems.
Yeah.
You know, so he does a lot of his performing from a sitting position. What was funny though is like at one point we kind of noticed that there was lyrics he was fucking up, and we were like, oh shit, like is he all right? You know, and he had he's like, oh man, like my metabolism's all fucked up because of my health. He's like, cause the shrooms I took earlier were supposed to hit at 4, but I'm feeling them right now. Like, dude, and, like, he was all suited. It was hilarious, bro. But yeah, man, like we were able to go see that together. The last time I remember, so it was a really meaningful thing, you know, because my cousin was sharing with me that, you know, that's a part of his identity that he wants to engage with, you know, like he's not just like a dad and a husband and this star employee and things like that. Like there's a part of like each of us who are an individual and what our interests are. And he's just like, you know, took that as an opportunity to spend some quality time with me and to go kind of like engage in that interest, you know, and which was like we thought was a very fun and helpful and healthy thing for us to do. And we thought like, oh bro, let's take our brothers, you know, because they could probably use the same kind of energy. And then it made me think about how I remember when me and my brother took Carlos to go see Souls of Mischief and Zion I at the barn, and how much fun that was. And it was his very first show that he'd ever been to, his first concert ever. And that's who we took him to see, you know.
Carlos or your brother?
Carlos.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, you're gonna stage dive right now. So like so he was like crowd surfing for during like Souls of Mischief, you know. So like that's how our memory, we went together. And then with my brother, it was his first hip hop show ever, and it was the Visionaries at Cal Poly Pomona for free, which went the fuck off in the craziest way, like the
Where'd they
craziest I've
go?
ever seen. Huh?
Continue.
So like having that memory with like my brother, that was the last time we had gone to a show like that together. I was like, oh man, like it would be really cool for the four of us to kind of have that together, and it was awesome, you know. And then Hieroglyphics closed out the night, which was it's always a blast. But they played out a bunch of songs that I didn't expect them to play. They did a lot of solo stuff. They did a lot of Souls of Mischief, and they even did Clint Eastwood.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that because they normally don't. When Hieroglyphics
Yeah.
plays, they normally don't do that. And
I said, yeah, I agreed. Like, if I know, I don't know.
that's because like, oh, I
Yeah.
thought you haven't seen them
No,
before.
I've never seen them.
I've seen Dell many times before, and even when he performed that song, he always changed the lyrics.
Oh yeah.
I like out of all the times I've seen him, I've only seen him do that song where he did the lyrics that we're familiar with, one time only. Every other time, it was like this like alternate version that he had come up with, because I noticed it was the same every time I heard it,
Yeah.
but it was not the same as what's on the Gorillaz record.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see to hear that and to see them play that. Dude, it fucking went off, bro.
Damn. What if Damon Albarn came out?
Dude, that would have been super cool. That would have been super cool. I'm surprised there wasn't more like, I don't know, things like that. I mean, it wasn't like super expensive, you know?
Yeah.
And it was like, it was done very well for being such like a low key DIY thing. Like that was the whole element of it, is having like this, being into it, having an opportunity to immerse yourself in the culture of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Man, like if you haven't been to like something like that, I encourage anybody to just do it, because it's different and it's interesting. And if you like that kind of energy, like punk shows and stuff, like it's the same shit, but just like seasoned a little bit different.
Hip hop
Yeah.
shows are like super chill, dude. Like chill enough to like where it's like it's a very social thing too.
Yeah, dude.
Like I guess the closest thing I could relate is like a punk show.
Yeah, it's the same energy. Like I find myself talking to people that like I don't know about things that like meeting people,
Dude.
and then accidentally running into like, dude, I ran into Tooch. Tooch was there.
Oh yeah, I saw his story. Him and I think Byron was there too.
I didn't see Byron though, but I ran into Tooch. Yo, shout out Tooch, man. Like, you're a real one, Poodle. Like, I had a good time running into that dude there. You know, I was able to introduce him to my cousins and my brother. Dude, awesome.
The last time I saw Tooch is when I ran into him. Oh, we ran into him at the Iron Lung show in Long Beach. Him
yeah.
and Byron. Yeah, they were both there.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It was
Yeah.
always cool running into those guys.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's a super cool guy. Like, they're all like just real ass dudes. You know, they just like to do cool things and have fun. You know, and I fuck with that.
He always hooks me up with like buttons too. So
Oh, dude.
he's the one that made the button of my face.
He's-
both buttons of my face.
He's a button god, dude.
Yeah. The closest, and I mentioned this before, but like the closest to like that type of like vibe of a show I've gone to is when I saw Schoolboy Q in San Diego.
Okay.
I don't remember where exactly it was at, but I do remember it was like kind of a small venue for like an artist like that. Cause it was when what's the album Oxymoron?
Oh, I'm
was-
surprised.
Yeah, it was when that came out. So I remember it was him, and then like, cause I've looked up the lineup, but like now, but then I had no idea who I was seeing besides Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
But I guess Isaiah Rashad performed
Oh shit.
and Vince Staples,
Oh my gosh, dude. That's super dope.
and I just remember thinking like, man, like I was disappointed in the crowd, cause the crowd wasn't really going off. You know, it was just a lot of phones.
Nah, dude.
A lot of phones.
That's one thing that I did have, like, say like about like this event. Like a couple gripes was like they could have used more restrooms, and like, yeah, phones. I don't like when there's too many in my face, dude. You know.
Yeah.
Like I have no other choice but to pull my phone out so I can get a good view.
Yeah,
because all the other phones are in my
Dude,
face,
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And I have to watch that shit through my phone
Or-
because I can maneuver through other people's fucking hands, you know.
Or I watch it through other people's phones.
Yeah,
dude.
dude. Like, and I don't know. That's lame, but it is a lot less at an event like this than it is at like some of the hardcore shows that I've been to lately. But dude, I'm telling you, I gotta take you to a hip hop show, like a legit one. You're gonna walk away from that being like, bro, I can't believe I waited this fucking long seeing something like this. Like the way that they rock these shows are exactly how you would picture like oh, I came to get it down, you know, like everybody somebody scream, you know, like they have a whole routine worked out, like every group is like this, and it's fucking exciting, bro. Like it gets so, like, it makes me want to mosh.
I saw, who is it? Eli and the Grouch
Ooh.
at some like weird random bar like in Orange County, and same thing, dude. People are so social, and I mean, I'm not like in. I don't hate them. I don't know their music really.
Right.
I was just there because like some of my friends wanted to go, and but it was very down to earth, dude. Like they're just like really humble dudes. They're like after the show, they're like taking pictures with all the people there. They're selling records, so like some of my friends that I was there, like they bought a record and they had them sign in and everything. It was cool. I just remember like there was a lot of weed smoking. I remember like
dude.
thinking like, dude, I
That's
think
what's
I'm
up.
high right now.
This was
Like,
this was
I
the first time that I've been to a hip hop show where I was able to smoke a joint, you know? Because every other time I've been to, like, it's the same thing. Like, somebody else is smoking the joint, and it's everywhere, and you're like, fucking contact high, you know?
And
Yeah.
contact faded.
You know, but
I
I'm
was
not.
like, what?
But I've never like, I've never done it like myself.
Yeah.
So I remembered it was during hieroglyphics, and I put my hands in my pocket, and I was like, oh shit, I have that.
The heater?
No, the pre-roll that dude gave
Yeah.
me. So I just opened it up and I lit it up and I was like, yes, dude, this is so tight. Like, I'm having such a good time. Yeah, man. Like,
It was cool, dude. I mean, like going to that show and not knowing like any of the words, like any of the music.
It's
Like I
the
still had a
vibe.
good time.
It's the vibe, dude.
Yeah, everyone's a lot of white people, a lot of white people with dreads.
That's
But
what's up.
yeah, but it was a good time, dude. Everyone's super friendly. I think any place where people were smoking weed, they're just super friendly. But,
yeah, it's just a chill.
yeah, it
it's
was
just
just super
thing.
chill. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, because the only other hip hop acts I've seen in an intimate setting like that was Trash Talk Mellow Hype. I think you guys played that too.
Oh yeah, we did.
At Chain Reaction?
Yeah,
That was fucking tight.
that was.
And they were like throwing out I think they were either throwing out nugs or joints into the
They're-
crowd.
I think it was nugs,
I think it might have been nugs.
like little bags of nugs.
Yeah. So, dude, Mellow Hype was so fucking tight. And then the other time, again, I've mentioned it before, but Trinidad James with Nothing.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds so tight, dude.
Dude, it was
Oh
in a
my
sketchy
God.
ass fucking warehouse.
That sounds so wild.
Dude. It was Nothing, Cloakroom, Trinidad James, and Antoine.
Oh my
Was it
God, dude.
was it like Trinidad James set, Nothing set, or was it like Trinidad James?
It was
with-
advertised like as his own set. I think he only performed maybe like 4 songs, but there was only like 50 people, 50, 60 people because it was a small place.
Oh, wow.
It was sketchy, dude. It was like right on Skid Row. Like it was a fucking sketchy ass area.
Wow.
That's where I bought my. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. The Mickey Mouse shirt I have, the Mickey Mouse Nothing shirt, where he's wearing like the newsboy hat and doing heroin.
Oh, I can't
Sorry.
recall.
Where I got asked to cover it up when I went to Disneyland wearing it one time.
Really?
Yeah, they asked me to cover it up.
Hell yeah.
Because, yeah, it's just him with the newsboy cap and like a toothpick in his mouth, and he has a needle.
Oh damn, you're so edgy, dude.
I think I still have that shirt too.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's tight that you worked at Disneyland.
I honestly like didn't even think about it like that. Like I didn't consciously be like, oh, I'm gonna wear this shit to Disneyland
Yeah.
because I just like I liked the shirt, so that's the shirt I put on.
You're like, oh, this is a cool Disney shirt.
yeah, no, like
This works.
but yeah, other than that, I haven't really been to like an intimate hip hop show like that.
Yeah, they're cool, man.
Yeah,
They're cool. They're different, you know. I haven't like I mentioned before seeing like Kendrick Lamar,
yeah,
but that was like right around that time when Good Kid, Mad City was gonna drop, and like I said, it was like a free thing, like across, like it wasn't
Yeah.
like nobody had permits for that shit apparently, you know. So it was even then that was like still like very like underground intimate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it had that vibe to it, but I can imagine like how much different it is when it's bigger scale. Because I mean, like, there's so much distance between you and the artist. You know, like you're not gonna be able to chop it up with them at the end of their set or between bands.
Yeah.
Where you get to like, you know, like talk about stuff. Because I mean, you're both there for the same reason. You know, like you're both hip hop nerds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now you get to nerd out about hip hop with somebody. You know, which I find I find that is what is cool about it. You know, so it's just. I look at it as like Sound and Fury ish, but like that different seasoning, you know, just a different like genre, different crowd,
Yeah.
you know. But it was really interesting seeing like that dub stuff though, because like I'm not familiar with that at all, dude. There's like one guy that had a set there. 6 Block is his name,
I know. I've seen that name.
and that was bonkers.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it blew my mind. I was like, I noticed, and my cousin pointed it out too, that there was like a lot of people in there watching this guy, and like he was like, I think this is like one of the acts. Like people came here to see this dude spin, and it was like jungle. It sounds like drum and bass, but it's just a little bit different, you know. Really cool mixes. Watching him get down was super interesting, and it kind of got me inspired. And I was like, oh man, you know, like, which is like when he walked in, like I was on Ableton because I'm trying to, you know, familiarize myself with how to do that like in a live setting, you know.
Yeah.
Like so that hopefully in the future I can do like a Swamp Foot thing, you know, like live, just like with my MPK.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it got me thinking because I was like, oh, this is so cool. He's like moving so fast. It's like he's so good at it. And what I was hearing, it sounded so fucking cool. You know, all over the place. You know, the wow, 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 dude, it was so crazy, but it was super cool because I've never seen that before. I didn't expect it to be there like that, and that was and there was a dude outside like just ripping the crowd, dude, like heavy ass reggae. But he was rapping in like like a Jamaican accent, you know.
That's what's up. Madajahu?
So I guess something like that. Nah, like it was way more like because those speakers, dude, those things were crazy. When we go in the bathroom, dude, like you're trying to go to the bathroom, the whole thing shaking, dude. Like it was hard to talk to people. It was easier for you to talk to each other inside.
Really?
Because it wasn't as loud as the speakers hit outside. Like where you couldn't, no matter how loud you spoke. Like those sound waves were so much more powerful than your voice. Like it was hard to have like you went out there to smoke and then you just went back inside to chill, you know. So, but I don't know. Like you learn something new at those places. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a good time when I go to those. Like they're always fun. And
I'm down to go to one with you.
yeah, dude. Whenever I see one pop up, dude, like I'll let you know. Like I mean, if you're down too, dude, like
Yeah, I had fun at that show, and I didn't know what the fuck those songs were.
yeah,
But it
dude,
was
like
a good time.
it'll be fun, a cool experience, you know.
Speaking of shows,
Yeah.
and Skid Row,
Yeah.
dude, I hate LA.
LA's tight, but I hate LA too.
Yeah, dude.
But it's tight.
So I went to go see Uncle Acid, and
Oh yeah.
dude,
That shit was whack, huh?
it
That band
just
sucks, huh?
sucked, dude.
Really?
No, dude.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, that sucks.
No, I'm
That
just
shit was
like,
ass on me.
dude. Yeah, getting there, like I remember, like thinking, man, I hate LA. Parking, I hate the people there, dude. I hate everything about LA except the food,
Fucking hater, homie.
dude. I ate at some bomb ass like
You ate out?
raw vegan restaurant. It was so
You
good.
ate out a raw vegan? Freaky ass motherfucker.
Have you been to the Palace Theater?
So, no, I've never been to that one.
Have you been to the Palace Theater?
I've never heard it.
Where is it?
It's I guess it's like a couple blocks away from what's the other theater?
There's the Mayan, the Velasco.
I think it's the Velasco.
The Velasco and the Mayan are like right next to each other, right?
Yeah, they're pretty much neighbors.
So maybe so maybe it's close to both of them then. But I remember when I was looking up like stuff around there, like that other theater was there too. But dude, old ass theater. When I was walking past it, I'm like, damn, it's kind of in the ghetto. Because I got there early because I was like, I want to kind of make a day out of it.
Yeah.
So There's a bunch of stuff down. It's kind of by, remember where we ate, what was that vegan spot called? We got a burrito there a long time ago. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, near that whole little Skid Row area. But I just thought it was funny because like there was a point where like, okay, like, because Hector had our tickets, so we're like, all right, we already ate. We got some like there's a donut friend right there, so we walked to donut friend.
Oh, I know exactly where you're talking about. It's near the hi-hat, I think, where the hi-hat was or is. I don't know. If
No,
Never
it's a
been-
different location.
Oh, it's different
Because
location?
you're talking about the one where it has like a pizza spot next to it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's two donut friends now.
Oh, okay.
So there's that one, and then there's one, like deep in LA. But I thought it was funny because like the first thing Hector tells me when we meet up with him is like, dude, LA sucks. I was like, dude,
Damn, is that why he moved to the desert?
he wanted to
Fucking
be away from the
asshole.
city, dude.
Doesn't want to hang out anymore. Fucking bitch.
LA's tight. It just
LA's tight, but LA sucks.
dude. They have so many problems, dude. With homeless, like it's really sad, dude. It's depressing.
Yeah, when we were out there, like driving through, that's one thing that kind of came to mind. I was like, man, there's a lot of these fools out here. Like
It's
lot.
really fucking sad, dude. And like, it was way more than I've ever seen before.
That's what I thought.
And I remember like I think I even had mentioned to Ellie, I'm like, damn, this is like worse than what I remember, because I don't know if it probably has gotten worse in the past couple of years. It's been a while since I've
Well,
driven.
yeah, everything's
Yeah.
so expensive now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But it was just it's so bad, dude. But anyways, dude, the Palace Theater, dude, beautiful theater. First time there. I've never been there. So we were gonna watch Uncle Acid perform. Can't even pronounce it. It's an Italian name. I wasn't even sure what it was, but they like specifically said like, we're doing this one tour and we're never doing this again. And that day, that was the last show from that tour.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, okay, I'm glad we're here, whatever. It was assigned seating. There's no like standing up, nothing like that. Everything's all seats. Remember, you got some pretty cool seats, like right in the middle. So we get there, we sit down, and they had one opener. It was like some guy and is doing like acoustic guitar stuff. It was all right. But after his stuff ended, they started setting up for Uncle Acid, and right away I started getting hyped, dude. Like they put up like right in the center, they put this table with like a little lamp and a telephone, and they had this giant like statue of like, it was just like a white statue of a man, and then they had a giant projector screen on the back, like huge. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be sick, dude. The whole time, for like half an hour while they were setting up, they were playing trailers for like old ass films, dude. But like all the classics, like especially like those old Giallo films, like just shit that's like that I love, dude.
Yeah.
And I was so into it, dude.
You're like, oh, this is a cool way to have to like keep me interested while you're just simply just setting up.
Yeah. And
Like, it
dude,
spoke to you.
It was so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
that's
because I
tight.
felt like I was in a theater, dude.
Yeah.
And they were just showing like all these cool movies, like Deep Red, Driller Killer.
Was it just the visuals, or was
No,
it
they had
all-
the sound. They had everything.
So the audio
dude.
was on for that too. Oh, that's sick.
And man, like it was so cool because they were showing like trailers of like shit that I was like, that looks tight. Like I want to know what that movie is. Like just really cool, like obscure stuff that like isn't. They had some popular ones, but you
Yeah.
could tell they dug really deep, dude. Because like they were showing stuff that I'm like, this looks so experimental and so crazy. Like I want to know what that is, and they even had like right when the trailers ended, they had the Grindhouse Presents.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is sick, dude. And then the voice comes on, like it says like no telephones, like you're being watched. Then I'm like, yes, dude. So the lights go off, dude, and this movie starts playing. And then the whole band is out there, dude. And it is one of the sickest experiences I've ever had.
Awesome.
Dude. Amazing, dude. Like
And you're sitting down the whole time.
you're sitting down the whole time, but it feels like you're watching a movie but the band that's making the soundtrack to these visuals is like also part of the movie. Like they're interacting. Like there's like a part where like the singer is like answering the phone, like the real phone that's on the table, like the prop, and like talking on the phone and like hanging up, and he has like this crazy voice. So it's like going along with the visuals. So he's like talking to this girl in the projector.
But they're playing.
So this is like in between songs, and the other thing I loved about it is that they didn't introduce themselves and they didn't have like any talk in between songs or anything like that.
Like no banter.
Yeah, no, like hey, we're Uncle Acid, or hey, this is our last song. Like nothing like that, dude. Like they were so in character.
Like thanks for coming out. Like who's
Yeah, none of that, dude.
Nothing.
And
Like an orchestra almost.
yeah,
Oh,
and
shit.
when I was watching it, I was just like, dude, everything is so streamlined. They had to practice that shit because like everything
so it was like perfect.
yeah, because like when something happens on the projector, the band interacted with
The
it.
timing of it was
Dude, and I was like, that's so impressive, dude. Like it was like
So it was like there's like a stage production element to it, but also there's a screen that's
playing a movie that was specifically made for that band.
and they made those two things mesh.
yeah, like yeah,
Seamlessly.
dude. Because there's even like a part where like they're just playing like this heavy super Uncle Acid is so heavy, dude. Crazy riffs and stuff, and they're playing like this very evil like sounding like the whole soundtrack sounds evil, dude. It sounds like very like 80s early like or late 70s like synth shit. And they even have had a girl playing a keyboard, and she was also what's that saxophone.
Okay.
Playing saxophone, dude. And like there's one part of the show where the singer's just like holding a knife and he's just looking at the crowd. But
Wow.
like everything else is dark around him, and he's just fucking looking at the crowd, and he goes up
Damn.
to that statue that's been there the whole thing, the whole time, and he slits his throat, and like a bunch of blood just gushes out of the statue, dude. Awesome, dude. It was intense, dude. Like I wish everyone could have experienced it, because like
That sounds awesome.
even Ellie, I asked her because she doesn't listen to that. She doesn't know who they are, and she's like, "That was tight." Like, cause like I didn't know what, like who they are or
Or what
anything.
to expect, yeah.
I'm like, and she's like, "That was so cool." Like I really liked it, and I was like, you know, like a couple days later, like SB posted something about it, and I asked her like, "Oh, well, like, what did you guys think?" Like, and she's like, "Yeah, we were in awe the whole time." Like, and I remember I sat next to Hector, and even me and him like didn't really like talk during it. Like we were just so engaged in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and at the end, dude, like they have this big scene where like all the members put on ski mask, and like the drummer just starts going crazy on the fucking drum set, dude.
Like an actual solo, or it's just crazy shit. Like
It's kind of like a solo, but I mean, you could just tell he's just like releasing anger on that shit, and like the guitar player is doing like some crazy shit. The bass player is doing crazy shit. The saxophone player, she's like on the ground, like fucking wailing on her fucking saxophone.
oh,
dude.
so it sounds like very like avant-garde.
Yeah, super like it sounded cool, but very like
Like crass type shit.
disorienting. Yeah, and the singer's just like pointing the fucking like using his like that thing that like Johnny Cash did, where he has like his guitar like pointing at the crowd,
Oh,
like it
yeah.
feels like a rifle, and he's like shooting everyone in the crowd, dude. And it just ends like that, and they just walk off stage. They don't say shit, and I'm like, dude, this is like the sickest thing I've ever seen.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was a crazy show, dude.
It's funny. I'm glad you bring that up because you know how there's that video of the vocalist from Pentagram.
Oh yeah.
That's what I
Oh, dude.
that's it. That's has what's been living in my head as what I imagine that concert looked like for you.
Dude, it was crazy, dude. Like, I've never seen anything like it, and I think it like particularly struck a nerve with me because I love those types of movies,
Yeah,
and
like it couldn't have aligned any better.
no, dude,
Yeah.
it just it worked so perfectly, and I think they're the only band that can pull that off.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. Like, I wish they would release like a DVD of it or something, you know, because like you can't
Oh,
really
yeah.
find footage of it. It's really hard to find, like, because there was no phones.
yeah. So it's not like you could even like show me like the like oh this is what this is what I'm talking about.
And if I did, like, it would be like crappy, like cell phone footage. Like, it wouldn't do it justice. So I hope somewhere down the line they can release it.
Did they
but
take your phones?
They didn't take them, but I didn't see any. But like they made a thing like don't have your phones out, like you're being watched. And I don't know how on it they were with it, but I didn't see anyone else on the phone.
Nice.
So like
Fuck, that's so tight.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
pleasant.
Yeah, and I'm
That's
just like,
so tight, dude. You can't go anywhere now without somebody pulling. You can't go to the
dude.
movies anymore.
Yeah, it sucks because like a lot of the time I'm taking video like for because I mean I'm gonna share with people, but
Yeah.
also like to show Joseph and Naraya because they always ask me when I go to shows like they want to see like what I'm doing. So like I like to take videos
Yeah.
so I can show them, you know. But like I feel bad about doing it because it's like, man, I'm being that fucking guy, you know.
I do too. That's why I'm glad I'm tall. Cause like if I do like a quick video, it's usually like 30 seconds. I would like just have my phone like this, like in
Yep.
front of me,
That's what I do.
instead of being like that.
Yep.
Unless like
Everybody's doing that. Then in order for me to see, I have to go like this.
yeah, unless everybody's doing that, or unless I'm with Sydney. Frank, can you record this for me, please?
dude, every time, dude.
Every time.
Every time.
And she'll be like, "Oh, do it on your phone and then send it to me. You have better camera."
Yeah. I just don't get
That's
like
cute.
I get it, like, yeah, you're gonna get your clip, whatever, but it's like some people record the whole thing and I'm like, are you really gonna go back and watch that? Like, what are the odds that you're gonna go back and watch the entire like fucking 40-minute video on your phone?
Damn, 40-minute video. That's
I don't
crazy.
know, dude. But I
Yeah.
see people just holding it the whole time
It's-
and I'm just like,
One of the things that I noticed like when I was at the show was like people were pulling their phones out like during like badass songs, and it made me think about like oh I should film this too, you know. But my initial thought isn't to everything like I'm in like the moment, you know.
Yeah.
I do the same thing like with my own kids. Like I there's so many times when I'm just like, man, I wish I got like pictures or video of when we did this, when we took the kids to do that. Like, oh, I wish I got that on video. I'm doing that all the time because like it never crosses my mind because I'm always so like just in the moment
yeah.
that I don't stop to think like, oh, I should capture this, you know. So I do the same thing at shows, and so like I noticed like when people are doing it, I'm like, oh, maybe I should film some of this too, and I can show the kids and stuff like that. Otherwise, like if I don't see any phones, dude, I'm not gonna pull my phone either.
Yeah, no.
There's
the
no
same-
reason, you
same
know what I
here,
mean?
yeah.
Like, because otherwise, like I'm not using my phone because I don't know. It's I gotta fucking think about it most of the time, dude. I don't know. That's a weird thing. Like,
yeah.
because I can't control other people, dude, and I don't give a fuck, you know. But
Yeah.
it's like weird, and I'd rather not see a bunch of phones.
It gets distracting, dude.
Yeah, it's like
it
when
gets
people are at the movie
distracting.
theaters.
Yeah.
Like when they have it out in the theater, you're just like,
That shit is
bro.
infuriating.
Yeah, movie theaters is like a whole other level though, because it's like dark and it's like you can't not notice it like
Yeah.
at all. Like
That shit is infuriating.
I don't get it. Like why pay to sit down and be on your phone?
I've never seen a lot of that, but I did notice it when I went to go see the Captain America movie with Joseph, and the person who was sitting right next to us was on her phone, and I was like, man, this is not cool.
Yeah, man.
Like it's such a distraction, you know.
Did SB say anything
About what?
about?
Yeah,
what did she say?
she was like, man, sometimes I don't know if he's playing or not. I'm like, he's playing 99% of the time.
Nah, what do you mean? So she, SB, she had messaged me and was like, hey, are you going to the Uncle Acid show? And I replied, I was going to, but Eddie forgot to buy my ticket, so I'm sitting this one out. And that was it. That's all I put. And then I took a screenshot of it and sent it to Eddie.
She's like, yeah, sometimes like I'll invite him somewhere and I don't know if he's playing or not because like he'll just reply, buy my ticket.
Oh, yeah, I always do that.
she doesn't know if you're being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
she's like,
hilarious.
is he serious? I'm like, no. I mean, like, if you buy him a ticket, I'm sure he'll go, but like, he's fucking around.
I say
Yeah.
that to everybody, though. Like,
Yeah.
hey, are you going to buy my ticket?
Yeah, or like will you take $20 to shut up? You know, like, dude, you know, like the shit's so funny.
I purposely did not engage with that because I wanted you to feel like an asshole.
I did. I'm like, damn, I gotta buy popcorn now.
But you know what? You got to give him credit because that's what made me like, you know what? Because of this, I'm going to buy that shit right now so he could feel like a fucking asshole.
I did it for Joseph, dude. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah,
It was a game of chess.
You're welcome. That's so funny.
No, I did get curious. I was like, I wonder if there's any I can eat.
Is there?
I don't know.
So you weren't curious enough.
No, I did. I looked at the hot ones. I'm like, I know there's not gonna. But I was like, for shits and giggles, I'll look. No. I'll still buy some. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'll just watch someone else enjoy them.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to do any of those things.
Watch her eat. All right, thanks.
So the last thing I wanted to mention is, are you guys a fan of Daredevil?
I'm not familiar with like the comic, and I am not as like versed or anything familiar with what's been put out. Like, I don't recall the movie. I didn't really watch the original series.
The Netflix show? Did you?
No, I heard it's good though, because it's tied in with like the Punisher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Punisher was introduced in the second season of the Netflix show, Daredevil, and the character was like so well played by John Bernthal and so well written.
I've seen some clips, dude, and it looks tight.
And it became very popular, so they gave him his own show, and he became like a beloved character now. So like,
So originally he was just supposed to be like a.
it was just supposed to be a
few-episode
guest,
thing, or
Like
what?
a one-off thing. Kind of thing.
So, I, in my opinion, the Daredevil Netflix show is probably the best Marvel property, like over movies, like over everything.
Oh, okay.
It is really good. It's very well written, very grounded.
Yeah, I remember you talking very highly about it in the past. Like showing me
Yeah.
like fight scenes that really
Dude.
caught my attention.
Dude, the fight scenes are incredible. So, I mean, when all that shit like Disney Plus started its own, Disney started its own streaming service with Disney Plus, so they canceled the Netflix shows, and I thought like that was it. You know, Daredevil's gone. And then he came back for a couple cameos in like some of the newer shows, like She-Hulk, and it was okay. They kind of reduced him to kind of like just like a one-liner type guy.
Yeah, and then he had that cameo in the like Spider-Man.
Yeah, and that was cool. You know, that was cool.
That one was cool.
And then it got announced that they were bringing the show back, and and I got excited. I was like, oh hell yeah! And I started reading about how like all the like rewrites and reshoots, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck? And then they basically scrapped everything and started rewriting the whole thing again, and then I was just like kind of losing faith in it. And then finally they're like, okay, yeah, it's coming out. It can be on Disney Plus, and it's gonna be as gritty and like violent as the Netflix. So I was like, all right, cool. And the first two episodes premiered, I believe, this past Wednesday.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I gotta watch this shit. This is my favorite thing from Marvel. So this is the only thing that still keeps me excited for these comic book properties. So I gotta watch it. And I was like 10 minutes in, and I was like, damn, I think I hate this.
Oh my god, that sucks.
But I was like, I'm gonna stick it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick it out. And they were doing shit that I was just like, oh no. But then as it went on, I was like, okay, the story is strong. The strong writing, the acting's very good. What I'm not liking is the production aspect of it. So the original run on Netflix, like, it was very gritty, it was very grounded in reality, not a lot of obvious CGI. The first like 20 minutes of the premiere episode of this probably has more CGI in it than the whole 3 seasons that run on Netflix.
Oh shit.
Was it good CGI at least?
No. It was fucking horrible.
Damn.
Blade 2.
That bad?
That bad.
Dang.
And I was like, really? Like, maybe this is some of the stuff that they had to reshoot. And but I did notice that, because there's a fight scene between Daredevil and like the antagonist from, I think it was season 3, Bullseye. There's a fight scene at the beginning, like that's what starts off the show. And they're fighting through this bar that's like full of cops. And it's supposed to look like one take, and it's like a wide shot.
Okay.
And the camera's just kind of like slowly zooming back as they're fighting, like going across the screen and kind of towards the camera. And I like simultaneously he's taking out cops like with shit. Like, because the Bullseye of his thing is like he could hit you with anything from anywhere. Like, if you want like my phone, he could bounce it off the wall and fucking knock you out with it. Like, and so you see him doing this simultaneously fighting Daredevil, but they are obviously CGI renders. Like it just looks bad.
Damn, that sucks.
And
dude.
then like I think they try to hide it by throwing like tear gas, but even that looks like shit. And I was just like, what the fuck, man?
That sucks, dude, because I mean, like, you can really get away with, cleaning things up with some CGI, but when it's like too noticeable like that, it's hard to like enjoy it.
Yeah, and I mean, so you're not familiar, so you don't really care about spoilers.
No.
Because there's a spoiler, like a pretty major one.
I mean, you can always read comic books.
Yeah, but this isn't like that's just a new thing.
Oh, okay. So they're not basing any of these storylines or anything off of comic issues.
I don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
So, one of the big issues when the show was first announced that was coming back was that they weren't bringing back like his partner, like his law firm partner, his best friend Foggy.
Okay.
That they weren't going to bring him back, and they weren't going to bring back like the assistant Karen, and they were like beloved characters from the original run, but they ended up bringing him back, and people were like happy about that,
Tight.
So this fight's happening, and the reason the fight is happening is because Bullseye from across the street snipes Foggy
Oh.
through the chest though, but he's like dying in front of the bar.
Oh shit.
And so Daredevil's like fighting them. They get to the roof, and then that's when it turns into like actually them. Like once they're on the roof of the building, and that's when like the fighting it starts to look good there. Like you could tell it's actually them fighting, and it's a lot of wide shots like in frame. So there's not a lot of like jump cuts, and you know how they do that to like hide like bad choreography.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this looks good. And
Because
then,
this fight scenes that you showed me from the original series, that's what I liked about them.
that's what it looks like.
It makes it look more like realistic.
Yeah. And then that's when I noticed that like there's like knives all over Daredevil, like all over his body. Like I guess that Bullseye threw at him. But I couldn't notice that during the CGI fight.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and then like there's this blood all over him, and then Bullseye's like bleeding, but he's like laughing at him. And then because Daredevil, he has like a heightened sense of like kind of like a bat, like sonar.
Oh, okay.
So he could hear Foggy's heartbeat. So the whole time they're fighting, you hear like while the music is playing, which I will say the music is really good in the show. And then
That's pretty cool though.
and like as the fight is like coming to its like the end, you just hear and then it stops. And then Daredevil like yells and like gets in Bullseye's face and yells like why? And which I think is funny. He like slaps him kind of like come on. He does that.
Come
to
on,
him.
guy.
Yeah, he does that to him while laughing. And then Daredevil throws him off the roof. Which his thing is he doesn't kill.
Yeah.
So that was like kind of shocking.
Oh shit.
And it showed like the camera then shows a wide shot of him falling and just boom on the ground. Like it shows everything.
Oh shit.
And then where he falls is kind of like behind where Foggy is dying, and like the female character Karen, she's like crying over his body, and like you just hear sirens and like a bunch of dead cops and shit are on the floor, and you see like the look of terror in her face to turn around because she thinks it's Daredevil that fell.
Oh. Okay.
And so she's like afraid to look, and then you hear like her acting in this scene is incredible. This is the part that started winning me over, because you see like the look of horror on her face, and then she like kind of turns around and sees that it's not him, and she's like, oh, like relief. And then it goes back to the roof, and Daredevil takes his helmet off, and then like a cop comes running up and sees that who he actually is, so his identity is revealed, and then he's crying, and he throws his helmet off, and like the helmet starts going in slow motion, and then like that's when the theme comes in, and like it's the title card, and like I thought that transition was so good.
Oh damn.
It's like that's where like it won me over, and I watched the second episode, and
Did the second episode get better than the first one?
So
or did it kind of taper in like the first one?
So it got better, but there's another fight scene in the second episode that I hated. But after sitting with it and kind of thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I think maybe I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But because the whole thing is like after Foggy's death, he gives up being Daredevil. Because like after that, it says like 1 year later, and it shows him he hasn't been Daredevil, and like that's like a through line through the first episode and the second episode all the way through. Like, and then like there's like corrupt cops that have like Punisher's logo tattooed on them.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting to see how that's gonna play out.
Yeah.
But he gets into like a fight with two of them, and they're about to kill him.
Okay.
And that's when he gets into a fight with them, and then like it's very erratic. There's a lot of jump cuts, a lot of edits, and I'm just like, and the fight's kind of sloppy. So I was kind of like, man, like this kind of sucks.
It was a different type of fight.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, why is it showing it like this when the first fight in the first episode was just everything in frame? There's no shaky cam, nothing like that. Even though it was a CGI fight, like it still was, everything was in frame. There was a lot of like fast edits, you know? So I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe they did that because it has been a year since he's been Daredevil. And maybe he's rusty. And like, that's why it's supposed to represent that like, he doesn't want to be this person anymore, but he's kind of being forced to. So he's just being erratic.
Yeah.
So, but
like to play on like where he's at.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it has my attention so far. It's 2 episodes. So.
Okay.
So I'm hoping it continues to get better. But yeah, those first like 20 minutes, it was rough.
Yikes! 20 minutes. How long are the each episode?
I think the first episode is like an hour and something, and then the second one's like 45 minutes.
That's like movies.
Yeah. But yeah, like that first like 15, 20 minutes with the bar fight, and
that's a long time.
Like I could have easily been like, nah, this sucks, and not watch it anymore.
Yeah.
And would have missed out on like how it progressed.
Yeah, but you're kind of a completionist though.
I am. Unless it's something really, really bad.
Yeah, like where you're just like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I'm gonna check it out, dude. Because I mean, like, should I reference like anything else? Like, say, like, doesn't Ben Affleck play Daredevil?
Yeah, but that's not like.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Well, no, I mean it's not. It doesn't matter.
Oh, because they're not like.
But if you want to like know or like understand like the relationships, I would suggest watching the Netflix version, which they're on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Because this is essentially season 4.
Got it.
Because I thought it was going to be like a reboot, but no, it's a continuation.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's
so the same actors, everything.
Yeah. And they do reference like events that happened in like other shows. They reference Spider-Man.
Interesting.
So.
Do you know where, like, on the timeline in the Marvel?
No.
Okay.
And I hope they don't make that a big deal in that. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see them bringing like how his character is relevant for like kind of where like that MCU storyline is headed, because they're gonna come to a point where I think it's Secret Wars, where it's like alternate universe, like multiverse Avengers.
Yeah.
Either fighting against or like with each other versus like Doctor Doom. So like, I think that dude's mixed up in that. So I can see them like kind of introducing him to make that happen. I guess we'll have to see. So I would only have to check out like the original like seasons that came out.
Yeah.
There's no other movie.
Movies, no.
No. What about Elektra?
She's in the Netflix show. Her character is nuts.
Oh, is it still?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner, like
you're going way back, homie.
Yeah, they have nothing to do with the MCU.
Because she was in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Yeah, but I mean that was a fan service thing. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're gonna continue with that.
Got it. Yeah. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah,
it's a pretty fucking like that's heavy. That's loaded, dude.
Yeah.
No, but I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I suggest of any Marvel property, Daredevil, even Punisher, the show Punisher.
Yeah, that one's good too.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
And like I was wondering like how like violent and like gritty this one's gonna be on. It's on Disney Plus. I mean, they say fuck like gradually in the show, gradually, like just sporadically they say. James Gandolfini's son is in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Like I think he's the first character I heard say fuck because he's like interning for Wilson Fisk, which is like the antagonist of the Netflix show. It seems like he's not going to be really in this one now because he's kind of like turning his life around type of thing.
Okay.
Which I hope that's not what they're going to go for.
He's
But-
that big dude, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
There is a lot of like underlying political parallels with real world shit. Like the whole Punisher, like corrupt cops repping Punisher when he's not about that. And, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm interested to see how that's going to play out.
Got it.
And then like Wilson Fisk being the big bad of the original run, he's like in political office now. He's like the mayor of New York. But he's like the bad guy. So
Interesting.
yeah.
I like that. It kind of reminds me of like, it sounds sort of like Gotham.
Yeah.
Like the way that there's like a lot, like how it's kind of threaded.
Yeah.
Like there's there's a lot of strands coming away from like the main story.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, I would suggest if you really want to be like want to know everything about like backstories and shit, I would say you would have to watch like Echo also, which that show was terrible.
Really?
But it is connected. And
To Daredevil?
Yeah, because she was mentored by Kingpin and he was the villain of Daredevil. And then like he shows up in the show and he has like the scars that he obtained from participating in that show, and they do reference it, and he's like, oh well, what happened to him? You would have to watch the show to see what happened to him.
But that show's not good.
That show sucked, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What sucked about it?
The terrible choreography with the fighting, the story was bad, the acting was really bad.
Really?
And the main character is a deaf actress, and like the character's supposed to be deaf. So
Got it.
like so they do a lot, there's a lot of scenes with like sign language and stuff, but it doesn't seem realistic because you know they're obviously doing sign language slow enough so the audience could keep up because they have the subtitles also.
Yeah.
And they're like mouthing, but they're like if this person was actually talking to a deaf person, like signing with them, I feel like they wouldn't be doing it that slow.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like it just seemed very disingenuous. Like it didn't seem genuine to me.
Got it.
So, and just the acting is just
Like it seemed forced.
yeah.
Okay.
That just the acting wasn't good. Like it just was not good.
Like trying hard.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Daredevil does show up in that show too for like a fight scene, but that was even bad. And
Oh damn, that
Yeah.
sucks, dude. All right, well, so then like, I'll take your word for it. I trust your judgment.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna watch that, but it's good to know that it's not something I should be watching with Joseph though.
Oh, Daredevil?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's pretty violent.
got it. Okay,
Pretty
cool,
violent.
Cool.
So
Because I remember the other one be kind of violent, but I can't recall to what degree. But I do remember being like super gritty. Right on.
I would say Daredevil's like the Andor of the MCU.
Got it.
Because I love Andor.
Me too.
That's my favorite Star Wars property.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. That and Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got too for like media and stuff.
Yeah.
I got one last one.
All right.
Really
I'll
quick.
see everybody next time.
I rewatched a movie that I haven't seen in like maybe high school. There's Something About Mary.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You were telling
Dude.
me.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
Oh, it was funny as fuck.
Dude. That shit had me dying from
Still?
I haven't seen it in
Dude, yes.
so long, dude. It was one of those
Dude.
movies I saw one time.
it's so funny, dude. It would not be able to get made today.
I think that was like the last good Farrelly Brothers movie. The Farrelly Brothers are the ones like did like Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
What was the other one that was really popular by them? Because I know it was Dumb and Dumber. There's Something About Mary. They did Stuck on You, the one with Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear.
Yeah.
I remember that
Never
movie being
seen that
okay. They're like conjoined twins.
I remember the trailer. I just don't remember seeing it.
And what else did they do? I forgot what else. But I think There's Something About Mary was like their last like really good one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit's funny, dude. I was like, damn, dude, this is crazy the shit they got away with, the jokes.
Yeah, there's a lot of like,
Talk about edgy, dude.
I don't even remember, dude. I have to
Dude.
watch it again.
dude.
Oh my god, dude.
Her brother Warren, when you touch his ears, he beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
I remember just like Brett Favre being in that movie.
Oh yeah, and he can't pronounce his last name.
Favre.
He's like, what are you doing with Brett Favre?
Dude.
Yeah, that's funny. I gotta see that movie again. I haven't seen it in so long, dude.
What did you watch it on?
What did I watch it on? It was
A TV?
Dang.
dude, yes, that's what it was.
Dang.
No, what was it? Maybe Netflix?
Maybe. They've been adding a lot of movies to it. So
Netflix or Hulu. It had to be one of those two. But yeah, dude, like so many like clever jokes, but then like so many things that made me laugh, and I'm like, is this only funny because I know it can't be made today? Like, ironically, is it funny?
Or are you just thinking that's funny because it's hilarious?
Well, no, just because like they have the famous one where it's like a meme now when people ask you what you do, and it's the scene where what's his name, Matt Damon?
Matt Damon?
No, not Matt Damon.
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon. He's like, I work with retards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then Cameron Diaz is like, isn't that politically correct? He's like, well, yeah, but nobody's gonna tell me who I can and cannot hire or something like that. Dude, it's fucking stupid. But dude, this movie had me dying, dude. Like all the characters are just so funny, dude. Like even like the little like side character, the one-off characters are fucking hilarious.
Harlan Williams is my favorite part of this movie.
Who's that?
The hitchhiker.
Oh, the killer?
Yeah.
Dude, he's so weird.
7-minute abs. It's like no, nobody's gonna beat that. That's $1 million idea. Do you remember that part?
No, I don't.
And then he's like, well, I mean, unless somebody comes with like 6-minute abs, and he's all like he freaks out.
He starts having like these little ticks.
Yeah. He's like, you can't do that. Can't even get your blood pumping in 6 minutes. It's 7. 7's a magic number. Like what do you say? Like my grandfather used to say, 7 little chipmunks sitting on a branch, eating lots of sunflowers on my uncle's ranch.
Dude.
He's all 7.
I don't remember this at all, dude.
Dude. And he like pulls over because he has to take a piss. And he fucking stumbles upon like a sting where they catch a lot of like gay men giving each other like blowjobs in like this field.
What the fuck?
Because he like pulls over to take a piss, but he trips, so he lands on his knees, and he's like, and then he feels somebody. He's like, "Oh, my bad, man." And then the cops show up, and so it looks like he's pulling some guy's pants down to suck his dick.
Oh my god!
And there's just like guys everywhere. Like,
And it's funny. He's like, I was just trying to use the bathroom, and everyone else like, yeah, I was trying to use the bathroom too. Yeah, that's what I was doing here.
It doesn't he get like crazy ass fucking perfect teeth?
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon's
Because he's like
character,
spying, and he hears the Mary and like her friend like joking about, because he has, what is it, like the popsicle stick in his mouth. It looked like he has buck teeth.
Oh, his teeth look fucking wild in this, dude.
No, but I'm talking about the guy with the fucking crutches.
Oh yeah.
He has like the what are they called? Where they check your tongue at the doctor's office?
Oh yeah.
He has 2 of them in his mouth to look like buck teeth, and she's like, like you know how much I love a man with big teeth. So he gets like those fucking big ass
those huge ass fucking veneers or whatever.
dude.
I remember that, dude. Like vaguely though, still. Dude, that's funny. I gotta rewatch that, man.
Dude, that movie is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I did.
Keith David is in it too. Like, he played Mary's dad. Well, how'd you get the Frank over the beans?
Oh yeah. And they just show it. I don't remember that.
Yeah, they showed it.
I don't remember that. I don't know. If maybe I watched it on TV and they cut it out. But yeah, they show like it's like, and they're trying to figure out what, like how it looks like. Like what is that? Because he gets like he's going to go to prom and like he gets his fucking dick and balls stuck in like in a zipper.
Is that when he keeps repeating the Frankenbeans?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. To my knowledge, I don't remember seeing it, like it showing like the skin coming out of the zipper, but it does, and
it shows it.
Because it even shows that lady's tits.
Oh,
like
the old lady,
super saggy.
and she looks like leather because she's always tanning.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Dude, that movie's fucking hilarious. And the way he's like crying when he's leaving the house. He's like, that movie's fucking funny.
Oh man, I gotta see it. I gotta watch it again, dude. It's been so long.
And then like the famous like cum as gel.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
hanging from his ear. Oh, dude. It has some fucking thick cum, homie. Shit thick as hell.
That's good. That's
I don't
average
remember,
cum,
dude.
dude. That's average cum.
For who?
That's all I got.
All right, we'll see everybody next time.
Leap.